this is Lilou Jane and I'm doing a reading for Aries today. I have already shuffled my cards, blended the cards a lot, and I would like to tell you that the cards are starting with the Soul's Journey Lessons cards that we're using to start with today. I'm a channel. I only do channeled guided readings, and the guides said to start with this deck, and we'll see what comes forward for you. Alrighty, some cards are coming through and I'll read them once I've got them all through. Whoa, there we go, some more. 1, 2, 3. And a swift one to the ground, and that's our 6. They finished it that way. They're tricky sometimes, just to make sure they get just the one flying out. Okay, Aries, this is how it is. The first card is success. I'm going to tell you what they say on it because it's usually very meaningful. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Oh, isn't that nice? Success. Aries, you are a loving person. That's what this says about you. And you are successfully keeping your energy clear to do the loving. Underneath that, so I read them all over the place. The message comes through and the meaning comes through and they all reflect onto each other. But I do read it vertically and horizontally in columns and rows. Now, going down under success, we have the card that landed there for under success is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yes, so what you need to know and realize and remember is that your main goal, your greatest goal is love, and you don't need to be in super control of everything. You release the need to know and have the answers to everything at every moment and step of the way, and realize you are already highly successful in your main mission in life, to love. You already are meeting your goals and meeting your success levels every day. Every minute you do, because you are here for this purpose of love. Now, you don't have to have all the answers as we go through this life. And the guys would like to say that this world isn't meant to have all the answers. You're not supposed to have all the answers at your fingertips at every moment. The reason is you're in a game where you are in self-discovery. Of course, before you entered this world, you did know all the answers. You could see everything so much more clearly from this like sky high. They're showing me an eagle flying in a blue sky. An eagle eye perspective on everything is what you had before you came into this world and took birth. You took birth because you wanted to be the hero on the hero's journey, they said. And they would like you to consider taking the Fool's Journey. And now, in the Tarot, you have the Hero's Journey, which is what the Tarot is. And you have the Fool's Journey as well. The Hero's Journey sort of turns into the Fool's Journey, where the hero releases and lets go of all the inhibitions, worries and stresses, and realizes that the core basis of their existence is all they need within them. And the Fool goes off into the journey with little of anything other than their own happiness and their love. And that is the success that you absolutely have already got going. So doubt is not needed. All that you need in order to really have the tool set to handle anything that's coming towards you is already there within you and functioning, and you manifest from that basis already, they said. Adversity, yes, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. That's what I've just described. So the self-discovery of the hero's journey is the one of facing challenges you didn't see coming and discovering how you're going to make the choice of answering to those challenges and what tools you have within you, what beautiful assets you have as a personal, from a personal perspective, from your personal asset base. It's a personal being. I'll get all those words out, all right. Don't forget I'm channeling, so sometimes it's just pictures and sometimes it's a range of words. Your ability to face adversity is completely empowered by your success at being a well-grounded, self-actualized being of love. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So we had doubt, I released the need to know all the answers, and now you're developing, in the face of adversity, patience and understanding that just because something happens you think isn't really good and it's bad doesn't mean you should fall into the cyclic mindset of woe is me. Why did this happen to me? These terrible things are happening, that stuff that we all can do. Patience is the answer to that, which is to know that things happen because I'm learning from them and growing from them. Now, to look within yourself and find out how you can do that and what would be your best answer to that is why that event becomes meaningful in your life, good or bad. So, happiness is coming with the divine order. That's what I'm getting there. Happiness is coming with the divine order. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Very much what we're having here is an absolute success story of evolutionary stepping up, they said. And this is they're saying, wow, it's like an applause going on here. Yay, you're so good. Because you have achieved your goal and you're surrendering. I can release my need to control. You are releasing your need to control because you are understanding that the most important thread of life is the thread of personal balance and direction and development and staying stable in your love energy through all the adversity, through it all. It doesn't phase you. It just offers you an opportunity to blossom and display your beautiful love. That is what a lot of events in our lives are for. Relationships, in particular, relationships. So you've had the surrender card and now we're talking about your relationship. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You have been attracted to people who help you grow and develop. That's it, succinctly said. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. So it's okay to realize that your doubts and your insecurities about adversity are little fears. You can see those fears. It's okay to see those fears, acknowledge those fears. Do those fears have to be your dominating point of response to the world? No. You can assess those fears, and sometimes those fears are habits. Sometimes those fears are echoes from another time when life was different and little triggers in behavioral patterns are happening, and you don't have to engage with them. You don't have to relive stuff by falling into a triggered behavioral pattern. You can just acknowledge that that is a thing and then come back to your success story of making choices. You are not stuck in the past of what you were and how you were. You are an evolving being and creature, and you're allowed to evolve and grow because that is the basis of what you're here for. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yes, you do. You are allowed to deny the power of fear. Deny the power of fear. Now this says I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. You can acknowledge that you have had fears and that they are a bit triggered, or that you have things that you were concerned about all your life, and now you've actually been so successful, you're in a position where those fears don't really have much weight in your life, not much swagger in your life, they said. So you can deny the fear of its power, acknowledge the concern, and then assess it rationally and step back and go, is this a real fear for now, or is this a reflection of a past time or a past life for some of you? And you may not remember any time when it was relevant to have that fear, such as people have these fears of spiders and some of water and swimming and all sorts of things. Now, some people are afraid of frogs, the guides just said. So there's reasons for it. It may not be something you can pick out in your conscious mind from this life, but don't don't worry, there will be some reason, but it doesn't have to be one that's relevant to carry forward through every moment in your life or every life you have. Our success is to past that, let it go, and turn all your energy into love, which manifests safety, security, and happiness. So humor, letting go, lightening up, that's the way, that's the winner. Well, that's pretty darn nice. We can have a few more cards if you like, guides. So I have a blended deck. I always keep it blended because I find these two decks and the beings it represents like each other. So I have Gods and Titans, and the other one is a Mermaid deck, which I forget the name of, and I haven't got the box unpacked at the moment, so I can't tell you that one. So there we go. At some point, I'll get all my cards unpacked. My home is not really unpacked because we're renovating. Everything's in boxes, a lot of stuff. So, okay, I'm going to give them a little bit of a shuffly thing, and then we're going to just bring out a couple cards, and then that'll be it. Do you like that card? Play. They like this card. Play, Loki. Play. That's what they're saying. They say play. Yes, you do. Oh. It's a different energy coming through now. They are different energies, these guys, that they have worked with me for a number of years now. They say, many years they've worked with me for many years. And what a wonderful big group of entities they are. They come forward. Air. Yes. Breathe deep. Entering into life. Breathing deep. Entering into life. Exchange of life-bringing energies. By being happy and playing and having your success in your every moment, you share with the universe the beautiful energy of stability, calm, and happiness. Everything you do enters the energetic pool of life. Everything. So nothing you do is in isolation. It isn't actually possible to be in isolation. One may feel like one's in isolation, but in truth, we are in a gigantic energetic pool where everybody is connected. Freedom. They pulled this out before, actually. When I picked the deck up to start to shuffle, this one just sort of fell out all by itself out the front. And I thought, you'll bring it again if you want it. Freedom. That's right. You have the freedom. You are feeling freedom, independence, and self-determination. And that is a part of your success story because you overcame the challenge. You guys, you threw them all on the floor. Oh, you know I don't like picking up off the floor. Your life presented you with a big challenge, and you have graduated through it, and you have stepped up, and you have assimilated the lessons needed, and you know that the answer is love. You know it. That's what you know. That's the freedom that comes from love. I'm not going to use all those cards. You know that, don't you? Excuse me, I'm talking to the guides. We threw out all these cards, and that was a bit messy, I feel. And you'll have to do it again, right? Thank you. Please don't throw them in on the floor in a big mess. Sometimes they do things in a big flurry, which is quite like dramatic. And they dramatically made it so this card, love, had a lot of meaning and purpose. This is the big deal. This is the big deal. Love. They are so right. And you see this serious Eros. He's representing love. Love. He says, yes. Yemaya, grandmother ocean, primordial love, deep love that is anchored deep within our planet in the universe. It's not just any old like surface romantic love, which is shallow in a lot of ways. It's the love. It's the ultimate deep love. That is your anchor point. And that's where you get your wisdom from. That's where wisdom comes. Oh, wow, that's actually extremely powerful message. The deep love of the universe, which is the core energetic frequency of the universe and the creative energy of the universe, the God essence of the universe, is primordial love. You are hooking into and upgrading, up-leveling to be able to feel, sense, and coalesce into and reside into, harmoniously evolved into a connection to primordial energy of love. Oh, it's a bit fabulous. Okay, what's next? Lots, right. Well, I can't go for too long, you know, guys. We're not going to go for too long. Atlantis, rapid development, yes, excellence and success. Once again, success. They're saying, yes, you did succeed. You did it pretty well, pretty swiftly, and you are now having a transformational moment. Now we must continue because everybody sort of, oh, the death card, which is transformation. That's all that is. Sanctuary, privacy, inviolate, personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. This card, privacy, space, boundaries, taboos. You're communicated. You have communicated. Yeah, we're going. And you have laid it down. Remember, when you create your boundaries, you create your prosperous path forward. What you do now is laying down the next brick for the next step. It's completely what you do now makes the next thing. That's the way it is. So you have made a beautiful fortune of life ahead of you, and, excuse me, you have laid down the path for your altruism and sacrifice. Right, we have to keep going, don't we? We do, don't we? Yes, we do. We're going to keep going. We're going to listen to this story. They don't like short stories. I should have known they wouldn't like short stories. That's once again the cycles of the moon. Enjoy the cycles and changes of your life. And we're back to this again. So, Aries, you are a intuitive, a psychic, an intuitive, an empathic person. You are a person who is now connecting to the energetic, primordial energy of love, which allows you, with absolute safety and confidence, to really understand, and what I'm getting from this card, really understand how to feel into and see into the progressions of the cycles of this world and the cycles of time. What does that mean? All right, we'll find a little bit more, find out what that means. And there they are. Yes, you have support. This is true, you have support and you have skill. And you are an empathic cylinder of light. Can you guys give me some more structured words, please? And you give me so many ideas, and then of course they bring out the cards which back it up from another word. And I get the card and I'm like, that's what I just said. I don't know if it looks like that to you, but that's because I'm getting this fifth dimensional all-round channeling, which is, like big giant pictures and feelings and thoughts and sound things. So yes, you're protected. You've got support and protection, and they would like you to now rest in this gorgeous primordial love and allow yourself to be in the present. Be in the present. Yes, you can bring your divinations. Bring your divinations through. Allow yourself to be the one who steps into the mysterious zone, reaches behind the veil of the unknown, and brings forward information that helps and makes sense. Wow. Isn't that lovely? Guys, do you think that is your message in completion? Are you happy with that? What do we have under the deck? We have absolutely got the deck covered with, yes, a wave of power. This energy is going to come to you now, this gorgeous primordial love, like a wave of energy, and you can absolutely handle it. So we've got the waves in the ocean, and then we've got the moon, which is totally linked to the ocean, which in a way wields the ocean and uses it. We need no more, they said. We need no more. This is all that is needed in this message. Wow, that's interesting. I hope that makes sense to you. Please go back and look at it again, because different words and the cards and the imagery will help you to get the multiple layers of the fifth dimensional reading that has just come through. Okay, thank you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to give us a thumbs up and like and subscribe, well, that'd be jolly helpful. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.